Welcome to Hollie and Friends, where every whisker tells a tale. Today, we will be reading The Whispers of Grace, a tale of silence and friendship. I hope you enjoy the story. In the heart of a serene lake, where the water glistened like 1,000 diamonds under the sun, lived a graceful mute swan named Grace. With her pristine white feathers and elegant form, she was the epitome of beauty and poise. Grace's days were spent gliding effortlessly across the shimmering waters, her presence a sight that brought tranquillity to all who beheld her. But behind her serene exterior, Grace carried a secret burden. Unlike her fellow swans, she was born mute, unable to utter the majestic calls that echoed through the lake. It was a condition that made her feel isolated and disconnected from the other swans, who communicated with harmonious melodies. One morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Grace noticed a young boy named Oliver sitting by the lake's edge, his eyes filled with wonder as he watched the swans. Intrigued by this curious human, Grace swam closer, her heart beating with uncertainty. Oliver's face lit up as he spotted Grace approaching, and he reached out a gentle hand, offering her a few breadcrumbs he had brought along. Grace hesitated for a moment, unsure of this unexpected interaction, but something about Oliver's warm smile reassured her. As days turned into weeks, a beautiful friendship blossomed between Grace and Oliver. They spent countless hours together by the lake, each finding solace and understanding in the other's presence. Though Grace could not speak in the conventional sense, her eyes conveyed depths of emotion that Oliver understood all too well. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, Grace found herself opening her heart to Oliver in a way she had never done before. They were sitting side by side on the soft grass, the tranquil sounds of nature enveloping them like a comforting blanket. Oliver gently asked, "Grace, I wish I could hear your voice. I wonder what beautiful songs you would sing if you could." Though she couldn't make a sound, Grace felt a deep urge to express herself. In that moment, she spread her wings wide, their feathers gleaming in the dying light. She performed a breathtaking dance on the water's surface, a graceful symphony of movements that told a story words could never capture. Oliver watched in awe as Grace's dance unfolded before him. It was a dance of love, resilience, and the freedom of the soul. He understood that her voice was not confined to words but expressed through the very essence of her being. From that day on, Oliver and Grace became inseparable. Their bond deepened as they shared moments of laughter, silence, and understanding. Grace taught Oliver to appreciate the beauty in silence and the power of unspoken connections. As the seasons passed, the lake transformed, and winter arrived with its icy breath. Oliver noticed that Grace seemed restless, glancing longingly at the sky, as if anticipating something significant. One frosty morning, as the lake shimmered like a frozen wonderland, Grace spread her wings once more. This time, instead of performing a dance, she soared into the sky, her wings carrying her to heights she had never reached before. Oliver watched with admiration and a touch of sadness as his dear friend flew away, heading towards the great beyond. In her final moments, Grace's heart overflowed with gratitude for the beautiful friendship she had experienced with Oliver. She had found her voice through love and connection, and she knew that her memory would forever linger in Oliver's heart. As the months passed, Oliver never forgot his dear friend Grace. He carried her spirit with him, cherishing the lessons she had taught him about the power of silence and the strength of unspoken bonds. Oliver continued to visit the lake, hoping to catch another glimpse of his beloved friend. He would sit by the water's edge, watching as the swans gracefully glided across the surface. Although Grace was no longer there, her memory lived on in his heart, a testament to the extraordinary bond they had shared. One evening, As the sun painted the sky in shades of gold and pink, Oliver noticed a lone swan gliding towards the shore. His heart leaped with a mixture of hope and trepidation. Could it be Grace? As the swan drew closer, Oliver's eyes widened in amazement. It was her. Grace had returned. With tears of joy in his eyes, Oliver greeted Grace as she gracefully approached the shore. He marveled at her beauty, unchanged by time. Grace's eyes, though mute, spoke volumes as they met Oliver's gaze. It was a reunion of kindred spirits, a testament to the enduring power of friendship. Days turned into weeks, and Oliver and Grace spent their time together, much like they used to. They strolled along the water's edge, shared quiet moments of reflection, and basked in the beauty of the lake. Although Grace's voice remained silent, her presence spoke to Oliver's heart in a language that transcended into words. One day, as they watched the sun dip below the horizon, painting the sky in a breathtaking tapestry of colors, Oliver felt a sense of peace wash over him. He realized that while Grace's voice may have been muted, her impact on his life was immeasurable. She had taught him the beauty of silence, the strength of unspoken bonds, and the profound connection that could be forged between two souls. As summer gave way to autumn, Grace's visits to the lake became less frequent. Oliver understood that the time had come for her to move on, to continue her journey in a world beyond their cherished lake. While the prospect of saying goodbye was bittersweet, he knew that their friendship would forever remain etched in his heart. One crisp morning, as the leaves rustled in the gentle breeze, Oliver sat by the water's edge, a feeling of gratitude welling up within him. He closed his eyes and reminisced about the extraordinary journey he had shared with Grace. And in that moment, he felt a soft touch against his hand. It was Grace. She had returned one last time to bid him farewell. As Oliver opened his eyes, he saw Grace gazing at him with eyes filled with love and gratitude. In the quiet embrace of their final moments together, Oliver understood that their bond was unbreakable, transcending the boundaries of time and space. With a final, graceful movement, Grace spread her wings and took flight, ascending into the sky with an ethereal grace that mirrored her very essence. Oliver watched her until she disappeared beyond the horizon, his heart both heavy and light. As the years went by, Oliver often visited the lake, his thoughts often turning to his dear friend. He found solace in the memories they had shared and the lessons Grace had imparted. And every now and then, as he watched the swans glide across the water, he felt a gentle presence beside him, a reminder that some bonds are so profound that they continue to touch our lives long after we part ways. And so, the legend of Grace, the Mute Swan, lived on. A testament to the transformative power of love, the beauty of silent connections, and the profound impact that a simple act of kindness can have on a soul. In the heart of the lake, where the water glistened like 1,000 diamonds under the sun, Grace's presence continued to bring tranquility and inspire all who gazed upon her timeless beauty. Thank you for joining us on this delightful adventure. If you loved this tale and want to hear more, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any whisker-twitching tales from Hollie and Friends. Until next time, may your days be filled with adventure and your whiskers tell tales of joy.